Great field on the south side of Chicago. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Chicago White Sox. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And today's starter, Davis Martin. What do we need to know here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Line drive, base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting second, center fielder, Heriberto.
And now for the Marlins, Heriberto Hernandez. Pitch kicks away. But no advance. That's ball one. That one to first. Murakami tossed to second. And two. What a play.
That is third. Left fielder, Kyle Skowers.
Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and they get the out. Back here on the south side, and getting the start for Miami, Yuri Perez. What do you have on him, Chris?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Number 0, Luis Angel Acuna.
Fouled off. He was late.
That's a ball. No, that's in.
Next one is off the plate. Ball 3. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. One down.
Batting second, first baseman Munetaka Murakami.
Hit on the ground to short. The throw to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Derek Hill now at the plate. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second. Save.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone if he does.
Runner goes again. Strike in there. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Got him swinging. The high heat too much on that one. Back at right field. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. Pulls that one foul. On the inside corner for a strike.
Ball.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Right fielder, Griffin, 09.
Sliced hard but foul. Second inning here, no score. That one pushed foul.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. 2 down. Here's the catcher to hit, Liam Hicks. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Out of here. He sends one out the opposite way, and the Marlins jump out in front. It's 1-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Well struck right field. That's got a chance. And that one is out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So 2 down. Jacob Marcy, the next to hit. Out to short, Montgomery. On the run, throw to first. Pretty nice play there. Here on the south side, bottom half of inning number 2, Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting 6, designated hitter, Andrew Benintendi.
Benintendi starting as the designated hitter. Batting 6th in today's lineup. And on the season, he's hitting over .380. Right side, but it kicks foul. In the air, right field. Conine under it. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from first. 1 out man at first. Chase Maidron getting ready to hit.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Out towards right center field. Reaches, but can't make the grab. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No, he held up. Runners at the corners, one away. Bottom half of inning number 2. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Miguel Vargas swings through it for strike 1.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Line, and that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside low, and the count's even at 2. Struck him out without a swing. They limit the damage here. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Graham Pauley. Martin back to work. And that one popped in the air, left field. Hill turns to the right on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman Xavier Edwards.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
For the Marlins,
and now the center fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. He hit into a double play his first time up.
No, that missed. That's
He's
a ball.
just
That's
missing
inside.
with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that
and that'll do it. Back here on the south side, set for the bottom of the third, Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox.
That's in. Ball. That missed. That's a ball.
The 2-2 now. And there's a
That's
ball.
a ball.
Liner, base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2.
Back one.
Tied up here in the early going.
Now pitching for
So the
Miami,
Marlins go with a new arm,
47,
John King. Here's the 0-1. And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Back-to-back singles. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight.
Runner on the move. Pitch is high.
That's up.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
Ball.
Runner on the go again. Foul ball there. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the 3rd. Strike 2. Runner on the move again. Swing and a miss. No throw. Safe at 3rd. It's a stolen base.
Up next,
And now it's Austin Hayes. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Chopped on the ground. Down the line, and it's foul. Check swing, went around, and that's strike 2. Called out on strikes. Huge strikeout there. Back at right field. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
That one almost got him.
Two strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. That one just misses, and the count's full.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion.
In there, sets him down on strikes.
For the Marlins,
Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. Fly to left his first time. Yeah, that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Tap foul at the plate.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat.
Oh, and now a wild pitch. To second. And now a man into scoring position. Runner at second here, one gone. And now it's filled up. Line drive, base hit. The relay throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. 3-2, they take the lead. On the ground to first. Murakami takes it to the bag, got the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins. Grounded out his first time up. On the ground. Base hit into center field. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
First and second, 2 down. In the air, left field. And that's a foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Ball.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. In comes the run from second. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. Here on the south side, bottom of the fourth, Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Andrew Benintendi.
And it's fouled away.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. Here's Lopez for one. Over to first, safe. So up next for Chicago, Kyle Teel. He's 0 for 1.
Kyle Teel.
Left field. 2 down.
Up next for the White Sox, third baseman, Miguel Vargas.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
Oh, that's in.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Play made, that ends the inning. Back here on the south side, ready now for the fifth inning. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Man at first, Heriberto Hernandez. The next up for the Marlins. Just missed. See, as an opposing offense, how aware of pitch count are you when it's early in the game?
You're very aware because you're wanting to get a good look at that pitcher, and when he's spraying it all over the place, you're just going to take your time, be very patient, and see if you can get into sort.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Off the batter's eye and gone. He crushes that one to center field. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-2.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. To his knee, the throw, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Otto Lopez. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Lopez in his third season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Nice grab. The feed for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here on the south side, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Luis Angel Acuna.
Angel Acuna.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and foul ball. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
First offering, runner goes, pitch misses, throw, save. That's a stolen base. Next offering is fouled back. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Runner goes again. Got him swinging. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Hill up for the third time and takes ball 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And a foul ball.
Ball.
Runner on at third, one gone. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And nobody's going to stop him on the bases today. Runner goes again. Ball outside. Throw to third. Save. Hill stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1-2. Up the middle. To first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. 2 down, bases empty. Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's a foul ball. That's a laser base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
To the right side, and he's out on the tag. Inning over. Back at right field. All set for the top of the 6th.
Well, after putting up
and we've got ourselves a pitching change. Ryan Hudson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Yo, 1.
No, ball.
In the air to left center. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
The 0-1.
That missed. That's a ball.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate.
That's a ball.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. 1 out, man at first. Now here's the Marlins DH, Jacob Marcy. Grounder might be 2. Vargas over to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman, Graham Hawley.
And a foul ball.
No, he's
That's
really
down.
working
That's
him
a ball.
away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
In the air, left field. Hill on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Here on the south side, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Chase Mydroff steps. Played for the White Sox. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Calvin Fauché.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings. You know, these White Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
For the White Sox, catcher Kyle Teal.
On the ground right side. Whips it to first. And there are 2 outs.
Up next,
2 outs,
for the
base is
White
empty.
Sox,
Now the third baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas.
Ha!
Here comes the 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Liner caught it second. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. And first offering is fouled off.
Now pitching for the
New
White
pitcher
Sox,
now, Osvaldo
number
Bido.
46,
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And the 0-1. Foul ball. Oh and 2 now.
And
That's
that's
high,
awfully
that's a ball.
close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Marlins, center fielder Heriberto Hernandez.
That's a ball. Ball.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Up next for the Marlins,
One
left
out,
fielder,
runner at
Kyle
second. Kyle Stowers. The next up for the Marlins. 1 for 3. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with 1 gone. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And that one gets past the catcher. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
Heads up base running right there.
2 on, 1 out.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one misses. 3-1 now.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach.
Line drive, that's a base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's a 2-run single. It's now 9-4. 1 down. And at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conine.
Ball.
Here's a 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that one is gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they add to the lead. It's 11-4.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
That one fouled off. On the ground, out to short. Throws to first in time. Connor Norby will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Hard hit, but right at him in left. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Up next for the White Sox, first baseman Munetaka Murakami.
That's a ball. That's
one
down.
of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The Marlins up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. Got him swinging for the K. Had him out front for strike 3. Derek Hill now at the plate. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Out towards right center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here on the south side. Now here's the Marlins DH, Jacob Marcy.
Now pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm, Sean Newcomb.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard.
just doesn't have the same intensity to it. But he's got to find a way, because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
This to third, Vargas. First out in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman, Graham Hawley.
Fought off foul.
Ball.
Newcomb in his 7th season, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Fish up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman.
And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. A switch hitter batting right. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first. That ends the inning. Back at right field. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Colson Montgomery.
Colson Montgomery.
And it's fouled away. Oh, 1 now. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights it off, he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3.
For the White Sox, right fielder, Austin Hayes.
Cade Gibson into the game.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Ground ball left side. Handles, throws to first. Just got him on that one. 2 down, base is empty. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
Andrew Benintendi.
And first offering is fouled off. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it gets by him.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a bouncer. On the run, sends it over to first. What a play, inning over. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Marlins, Ari Baird.
Now pitching for
So the
White Sox,
closer summoned from the
number
bullpen,
50,
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers,
that's
but
out.
I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Hard hit to third. Throws across the diamond. Now one gone in the ninth.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder Kyle Stowers.
And a big swing and a miss. Late with the swing there. And down on strikes.
Up
And
next
2 away
for the
now.
Marlins, shortstop Otto
2 outs,
Lopez.
base is empty. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center. Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Out towards right center field. Hayes has a beat on it, and that is that. Here on the south side, now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Teal.
Kyle Teal.
Chopper to second. Edwards on to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the White Sox, third baseman Miguel Vargas.
The 1-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
Up next for the White Sox.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Luis Angel Acuna, the next to hit. And that one ripped to left. Reaching try, but can't bring it in.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Two on, 1 out. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. 1 run across. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infield.
Ground ball could be 2. Tosses to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. White Sox down to their final out. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
Ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. The White Sox down to their final strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
11-6 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.